there are a particular group of people who like to tell you to wait for them to collect the cake and make payment. Please pay your cake up front, but please don't ask me to make a cake and then you collect later, okay? I scroll a lot, and I mean a lot. So much so that in recent times it is affecting my attention and ability to focus. A subject matter I have discussed openly in some of my most recent videos. But today I'm turning such a concern into a good deed, and I'm going to be reacting to some of your most popular cake related reels that I came across social media whilst doom scrolling. Hopefully I'll be able to bring you a baker's perspective, handing you some inside information about the business of baking and decorating, and also some tips and tricks to help you along your baking journey. But if you're new here, hello and welcome. My name is Gladys. I'm a baker and cake artist, and over here I make simple, informative tutorials to help you navigate cake decorating easily. As a result, I get to talk about all things cake, bringing you detailed information about the baking and decorating process so that you can be inspired to build some confidence in your journey of baking and decorating. And with that out of the way, let's jump into reacting to some of your most popular cake related reels that are on social media.
Whoa, no, we're not doing that. No, I don't know why you're into this, but we're stopping it right now.
Right, this is on this tricky subject of cake pricing. Cake pricing is actually a very tricky subject to tackle, especially on social media. And our industry is perhaps the only industry or one of the few where people feel comfortable, especially amongst each other, to tell others how much they should charge for their cakes. And this business owner, I believe, has had enough and has decided to make her intentions known, and I would say good for her. I find pricing cakes is a highly nuanced subject, and it's very personalized. It is influenced by a few things such as business plan, pricing structure, resources that may help a business determine how much they charge for their cake. So until you have access to such detailed information regarding a particular business, I don't think it's anybody's business to tell a baker how much to charge for their cake particularly. I think in 2024 we could all do with supporting each other whilst also serving customers with integrity and making some happiness through cake. Well, next over here we have a cake of a cake maker who has had some trouble, and she's trying to tell us what problems she had.
Or was it the time I was trying to make a topsy-turvy cake with a very tall tier? Not so smart, and I cracked the tier in half. But another strong finish, I think. Or was it the time I dropped 2 tiers of cake? Yes, a few hours before pickup. Ugh, but a very solid finish.
I feel like I've had a heart attack by watching that. Look, I gotta tell you, she is one confident cake maker. The confident one has to have to get over a 3-tier cake like that collapsing is just off the charts. So I'll take my hats off to her. By the way, whilst reacting to this video, I'll be linking all the content that I'm reacting to and the rightful owners in the description box. I have nothing to say, but I'll say, sis, you did it, and you did it real good. You mastered that cake, you brought it together, and yes, a strong finish. Look, if you're a cake maker out there, or more so if you're a beginner, because so that's where my heart is for all you beginners out there who think cake making is easy. Sis, I gotta tell you, the cake will collapse in the middle of the night. When the cake is due in the morning, the summer heat will gather you out here. And please, it takes confidence and skill though to put a cake together like that. So pleased for her. Seems like she knows what she's doing. This is a result of many years of experience, skill, and just absolute confidence. If you make it cheaper, all my friends, relatives, don't fall for this. Don't do it. You'll be surprised what tricks customers employ to get you to give them a discount. You will be absolutely blown away by how much they will try to get you to give them a discount. So over here, clearly the customer is saying, give me a cake on a discount and all my family and friends will buy some cake. That's not true. Don't do it. Because what's the guarantee that they will come back? And you're not in your friends and family's pocket. So how do you even convince them? The best thing you can probably hope for is that the cake is so good that the impression you've made to this customer is so good that they will recommend you to their family and friends, which is probably the best thing to do, because at the end of the day, cake is food, and if people like you and like what you sell, they're going to recommend you to other people so they can come back and buy a cake. But if someone is upfront telling you that somehow give them a discount and then or make the cake cheaper and that their family and friends will come to you, my dear, that's a bad way to start running your business. Please don't do it. Let's get to the next thing.
Absolutely not. Why would you even ask me that question?
Well, because I want a discount, isn't it? Well, that's a definite no from me, right? Pick up. Because then by so doing, the customer is asking you to go to work on your own money, and then they will pay you later. But there's no guarantee they will pay you when they pick up. And I've actually had a cake done and the customer didn't turn up to collect. Thankfully, they paid for the full cake. So if somebody has paid for a cake and they didn't come to pick up, what is the guarantee that they will pick it up when they have not made payment? And I think sometimes customers don't understand the commitment that goes into cake. I've got to buy materials, ingredients, and everything else, including customized toppers, only for you to pay me when you come and collect the cake. That doesn't make sense to me. But I'm not knocking customers. It's because sometimes they don't understand what goes into cakes. But I gotta tell you this, there are a particular group of people who like that, who like to tell you to wait for them to collect the cake and make payment. I won't say which group of people do that, but if you know, sis, just stop it already. Cake making is hard, so please pay your cake up front. But I'll do you a favor and ask for a deposit sort of, so you don't even have to pay the full price. But please don't ask me to make a cake and then you collect later, okay? I don't book with home bakers. Well, she says she doesn't book with home bakers. Clearly, this business has had experience with customers who tell them upfront they prefer to order somewhere else and not from a home baker. And I think that is centered on preference. I can break that down in about their intention to want a cake anywhere else but a home bakery. But I have worked in a very popular, well-known fast food place, and I can't name them, but their food safety practices left a lot to be desired. But let's just say their chips is so good. I am still addicted to that stuff. But if I'm a home baker and you prefer a shortboard, good luck to you. It doesn't mean they are better than me, and it doesn't mean they will do a good job, and it also doesn't mean they will observe practices cleanly as you think. But if you are a customer and you believe for whatever reason buying the cake from a shop or anywhere else is better than a home baker for hygiene reasons or food safety reasons, you want to think twice about that, because I'll leave it as that. No. Yeah, it's a no on this one. Yes, I think there's a lot of misunderstanding in the business of cake making, right? So when a customer comes and tells me they want 6 cupcakes and they want it in chocolate, vanilla, lemon, and 2 should be gluten free, I'm like, where did you just like, yeah, chocolate, vanilla, red velvet, lemon, 1 each, and 2 of those should be gluten free. And I'm like, okay, sis, I can't help you. I just can't, because It's a dozen. It starts from a dozen cupcakes per purchase, one flavor. Okay. I feel you. 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 I swear this is in the British summer heat when the whole thing collapses. I have nothing to say to this but to say my heart is broken for this lady right here. Lady, I hope you were able to fix this. And I've had some cake fixes and cakes collapse on me, and I have a playlist. I'll link them in the description box for you to check out. But I don't know why I'm laughing. This is painful. It is. Okay.
All that work and what did it get me?
You spent
All that work and what did it get me?
You spent an entire day baking and you only sold 2 products. Yeah. Cake making doesn't always guarantee profits and sales. And actually, markets can be a cesspit of that. You will be left disappointed if you thought going to a market or an expo or a fair will rake you the cash. Because they won't. Because sometimes most people come there, they are passing by, they want freebies, and even if they come into contact with your business, they are unlikely to come back. But sometimes you have to manage your expectation. When I started my business, actually, I had an open market, which meant I was vulnerable to the weather. And come one day, I baked my goods and everything. And then a storm called Storm Clement came. And the market was cancelled in the morning and all that baked goods. Imagine what happened to it. And then 2 years ago, I had the opportunity to have a pop-up shop that had a potential to extend it into an actual running shop. And I tell you, after all night baking fresh cupcakes, I'll make a sale of about £40. That wasn't just worth it. But don't be disheartened by the fact that you couldn't rake in the coin. Sometimes it's an exposure, it's good reason for exposure, and also gives you the opportunity to learn something new about your business. For me, all those experiences helped me readapt and reset my business, which is where I am now. I don't sell a lot of cakes. I pick the orders I want and discard the others I don't, and focus on creating content and doing what I love here.
Oh God, I'm scared. Okay, I'm about to do it.
Well, that is me. If you ask me to write on a cake, that is definitely me. I don't write at all. So I have shaky hands, and piping small details like that can leave me very vulnerable. You don't have to know every and any cake baking or decorating technique out there, but the ones that you know very well, you probably want to spend some time mastering everything, because they will come in handy.